This episode is sponsored in part by our friends at LogicWorks. Getting to the cloud is challenging enough for many places, especially maintaining security, resiliency, cost control, agility, etc., etc., etc. Things break, configurations drift, technology advances, and organizations frankly need to evolve. How can you get to the cloud faster and ensure you have the right team in place to maintain success over time? Day 2 matters. Work with a partner who gets it. LogicWorks combines the cloud expertise and platform automation to customize solutions to meet your unique requirements. Get started by chatting with a cloud specialist today at snark.cloud/LogicWorks. That's snark.cloud/LogicWorks. And my thanks to them for sponsoring this ridiculous podcast. Hello and welcome to 2023. I've been spending a fair bit of time on Mastodon lately to replace Twitter, which is circling the drain, and it has a lot of early Twitter 10 years ago vibes to it. So we're going to see how that plays out. AWS has been relatively slow as far as getting off to a fast start this year, but early indicators are that it's going to be picking up soon. So we'll see. Now let's see what they got up to last week. Amazon CloudFront now supports the removal of response headers. Perfection is achieved not when there's nothing more to add, but when there's nothing left to take away. Antoine de Saint-Exupéry, who died at the age of 44, waiting for his CloudFront distribution to update. Amazon SageMaker is now available in AWS Middle East region. Yet more strife, woe, and surprise bills are going to afflict the Middle East in 2023, I can see. Amazon Neptune announces Graph Explorer, an open-source visual exploration tool for low-code users. That's right, you can now visualize a database that nobody needs nor understands. An elastic deployment of Stable Diffusion with Discord on AWS. Having run a fair bit of Stable Diffusion on my home desktop machine over the break, my machine name is, of course, US Shitpost 1, I can only imagine the sense of dread as every prompt feels like inserting another quarter to continue with the AWS video game. This episode is sponsored in part by Honeycomb. When production is running slow, it's hard to know where problems originate. Is it your application code, users, or the underlying systems? I've got $5 on DNS, personally. Why scroll through endless dashboards while dealing with alert floods, going from tool to tool to tool that you employ, guessing at which puzzle pieces matter? Context switching and tool sprawl are slowly killing both your team and your business. You should care more about one of those than the other. Which one is up to you? Drop the separate pillars and enter a world of getting one unified understanding of the one thing driving your business: production. With Honeycomb, you guess less and no more. Try it for free at honeycomb.io/screaminginthecloud. Observability, it's more than just hipster monitoring. Measure the business impact of personalized recommendations. Honestly, given how craptastic a lot of the Amazon retail recommendations are, and this is notably where personalized came from, combined with Amazon stock being down as far as it is, I'm not sure that right now is the proper time to encourage customers to measure its business impact. Ahem. And finally, how Heineken's connected brewery ecosystem fuels automation. I'm more interested personally in how copious amounts of Heineken's beer empowers a number of otherwise baffling decisions that AWS makes. They're clearly not the work of sober minds. And that's what happened last week and a couple weeks before that in AWS. I'm cloud economist Corey Quinn. We're off to it.
This has been a Humble Pod production. Stay humble.